And it's recording. All right, then let's go to, where's the mute microphones ones? I forgot where to mute the microphones. Well, if you could mute yourselves, I guess. I forgot where the button is for that.
Yes, I got it. I'll mute myself.
All right. Oh, manage participants, this one. Here we go. I found it. Mute all. Allow participants to unmute themselves. Yes. Okay, here we go. And so you should be able to unmute yourself. Sorry about that pause. I kind of forgot for a second where that was. So my name is Nadya. I'm a life coach and also stress expert, I call myself sometimes, because I know how stress is produced. And for some reason, I never had a client who said, I don't have enough stress. Teach me how to have more. I know how to do it, but people come to release stress. And for those who want it, I'm also your guide in remembering past lives and time between lives. Today is not about that, but I help people with wide range of personal problems, and I consider that list to be unlimited, very wide. I am Russian, and English is my second language, so please excuse the accent and the mistakes I make while speaking. Still learning. The main thing that I wanted to show today is tapping FasterEFT style. But if you're not new to tapping, any style works. They all work. So if you're watching this and you come from classical emotional freedom techniques and you're used to using more than 4 points that I'm going to show you now, for all means, do it. Whatever works for you. Everybody adjusts this wonderful tool to themselves. So right now we're going to be memorizing 4 points. There are points on our body. The first point is right here where I'm tapping right now, between eyebrows. And you can tap with one hand or two hands, it doesn't matter. The second point is side of your eye on the temple. Third point is on the bone under the eye, right here. The fourth point is under your collarbone. So you can go from the little indentation here about an inch down, an inch to each side. And there are the points. They differ on different people, so you'll find yours. Don't worry about it. They differ a little bit, and you don't have to worry about it missing a point, or you're not precise, or you miss a point. In terms of skip a point, it's all fine. It all works. So just remember these 4 points for now, and don't worry about anything, like not going precisely for the point where it is. It's going to work anyway. You can use multiple fingers, so one finger some people like. I like to use multiple fingers. And when I can, I use 2 hands, doing my best usually not to hit the microphone right here. But if I'm off the microphone, I use 2 hands. And when we tap, I usually say phrases and you repeat them after me. You can repeat them out loud. You can repeat them just quietly in your mind. And you repeat as much as you can. Sometimes I speak fast. Your subconscious will catch it anyway, even if you didn't repeat it. And if you wish, you can keep your eyes closed and you don't have to follow my points exactly. Just whatever feels comfortable for you. So as I said, it doesn't really matter how much time you spend on each point. Also, if you want to come back to a certain point or use different order, absolutely fine. So these are the 4 points that we are remembering. And another thing I like to do with people is finding a peaceful place where you can go in your mind and feel peace. It can be a happy memory, a place where you went for your favorite vacation, or it can be something you make up. Doesn't have to be a real place. You can make it up. So when you say the word peace, what do you associate with it? Find a peaceful place. So let's do it now. Close your eyes and go to your peaceful place. A lot of people pick a place in nature, oftentimes near water, trees, and you can just be there and listen to those peaceful sounds. And allow your body to relax. Pretend you're breathing in the peace and the quiet of this place. Breathe it in into your body. And then on an exhale, release the stress and tension. And we're going to repeat it. And this time, squeeze one of your wrists. Doesn't matter which one. Just gently squeeze one of your wrists. Breathe in. When you breathe out, say peace. Breathe in. And when you breathe out, say peace. And then open your eyes and come back into here and now. Look at me. So what we are actually doing here is we're creating an anchor to a positive state. So squeezing of the wrist and the word peace, it's like a double anchor. So this movement and the word peace would later help us to shift to the positive state. And as I said, it doesn't matter which hand you squeeze, this one or this one, which wrist. And then your hands can be down or up to your chest, it doesn't matter. Whichever is more comfortable for you. So let's do it again. Go to your peaceful place and really feel like you're there. Hear the sounds. Notice what makes that place so peaceful. Allowing your body to relax and really be there. And again, breathe it in, blow out, squeeze your wrist, and say peace. Now let go of your wrist, but keep your eyes still closed. And while still allowing your body to be relaxed, just remember that you came to this webinar today, or you're listening to the recording, because you have some problems that you would like to let go of. Maybe some stressful situations. It might relate to relationship you have, or your job, maybe some physical issues, something with your body, or self-image, financial troubles, or you have bad memories that still hurt, that you wish you could let go of. And even I haven't named what you have, just notice what you have. And for now, let's take the problem that attracts your attention the most right now. Maybe something that bothers you the most right now, today. So just notice how you know you have this problem. Notice how you know that there is this problem. How do you feel this problem in your body? Remember the situation. This problem manifested itself the most vividly, brightly. Particular situation where you felt it the most. Now imagine yourself going higher, so you're above this situation, high enough so you can see other situations that are connected to this one, where the same problem was showing up. And maybe go even higher so you can see all the situations connected to this problem. Don't try to judge any images that come right now, just notice them. Notice what comes. Now, in any way that is best for you right now, allow the situation that is the brightest, the most emotionally charged, to somehow be selected for you to work on. Let the situation to represent all the other ones today. So we know and we create intention that even if we don't get to work on those other situations today, they will on some level be still worked on by our powerful subconscious mind that wants you safe, wants you healed. So now remember again that problem, that particular situation that was selected, the one that is most emotionally charged. If it was not selected, just choose a memory that bothers you right now. Now come a little closer to that memory. And if you know that the memory is too intense and it will be hard for you to handle it on your own right now, handle the emotions, then don't come any closer. But if you know that you're going to be fine, you can handle the emotions for a short time, then allow yourself to really dive into that memory. Feel those negative emotions to the max. Feel it for the last time. How strong are the feelings and emotions there? Give yourself a number from 0 to 10, where 0 is total peace and 10 is the maximum intensity. Notice in your body where you feel it. And let's start tapping. The first point is between the eyebrows. Just gently tap at your own speed. Second point, side of the eye and the temple. The third point is on the bone under the eye. The fourth point is under the collarbone. And then back to the first point and repeat after me. I release and let go. I release and let go. All the fears, all the angers, all the emotional traumas. I release the feeling of stress, of being stuck when it's too much. Helplessness, hopelessness, rejections. I release and I let it all go. I release and let go all the guilt, all the judgments, and everything else that relates to my problem. The feelings, the words, the pictures, the movies, those memories I keep playing, the tastes, the smells, and anything else. It's safe to let it all go. I release and I let it go now. Now squeeze your wrist, take deep breath, blow out, close your eyes, peace. And as you say the word peace, go to your peaceful memory. Pretend like you're there. Be there right now. Notice what makes it so peaceful. Breathing deeply and calmly, allowing your body to relax. And let go of your wrist and gradually come back into here and now. Look at me. Welcome back. All right. If all styles work, does it mean to always use the easiest? Doesn't it mean to always use the easiest? Well, whichever is easiest for you, that's what you use. This one that I find is easy to remember and easy to use, so that's what I use. Some people feel that more points work better for them, so why not? There is a wonderful app that I totally recommend called the Tapping Solution. They have some free tapping meditations, and some of them are only available if you pay. But it's done by Tapping Solution, I guess, Foundation. It's mostly the Ortner family, at least initially. Nick Ortner, Jessica Ortner, I think Alex Ortner. So anyway, that's an app where you follow a text, not a text, words, like something they say, and you switch to the points, and they're gonna guide you through more points than I use. But again, if you want to use just 4, you do it just 4, as long as you do it. And oftentimes the words help. And this actually question that I forgot to address, that I missed in the first webinar, that how do you know what to say? I did address it a little bit. So first, you don't have to say anything. That you can tap on the points and just do that tap. You can also say, I release and let go. It's safe to let it go. I let it go now. Whatever you want. Or you can say what is coming to you. What is it in this situation that bothers you? Name your feelings. Or even if those are the words that somebody say and the words are bothering you, so you can repeat those words. Or like if you were telling a situation, sharing with a friend, and you say many words, you can say that, pretend you're sharing, but as you share, you tap. You shared for a little bit, you did few rounds as you share, and then you just say, I release and let it all go. All of those feelings, all of those emotions, release and let go. Squeeze your wrist, peace. And then come back into now. So yes, you use whatever is best for you. So if your number shifted somehow, like go back to that situation right now that you were working on and check how do you feel now? What number would you give now? And it would be great if you share in chat or turn on your mic and share if anything has shifted. And those listening to the recording can put it in the comment section. Yes, it shifted. Great. Now, do you feel it stronger or you feel lighter? You feel less? Again, for some people, I feel lighter. Okay, good. So for some people, when you just starting working on something, the emotions might come up stronger and you might feel it stronger, and the person might feel it actually more intense in their body because you're bringing it up. So for some people, this is how it is. It actually becomes worse before it gets better. I say that the main thing is you being persistent and you continuing to do it, continuing to work on it until it's better. Or maybe until you fall asleep and then you wake up, it's a new day. And you can work on it whenever you find it. So now notice what's left. Go back to the situation. Feel it again. Notice what is left. Notice in your body what's left. Look at the pictures or the movie of the situation. Feel it. And start tapping again. I release and let go. Whatever is left there, it's safe to let it go. The past is over. It doesn't exist. It's only in my mind. And what's in my mind, because it's mine, I am in control. I am all the actors in that movie. All the actors is me. I'm playing all the roles. And I'm the director of that movie. I'm the creator of it. So I am in control. And I choose to let go. Let go of those feelings, those sensations in my body. However, I still carry it. It happened some time ago, but I still feel it. And I forgive myself. It's safe to forgive me and my body. I did the best I could back then, with what I knew, with what I had. So I forgive myself. And maybe I could forgive everybody else involved. Maybe not for their sake, but for my sake. Because when I forgive, I'm the one who feels lighter. When I forgive, I'm the one who is free. So I choose to forgive. And I choose to let go. All the angers, sadness, frustrations, disappointments, betrayals, helplessness, and everything else, I release and I let it go. It's safe to let it go. Now let's take deep breath. Squeeze your wrist. Peace. And allow yourself to close your eyes and go to the peaceful memory. And enjoy it. For those of you who have a hard time picking up a peaceful place, just see a nice picture. Like maybe babies playing or kittens playing, puppies playing, or beautiful flowers. Just remember something good, maybe something funny or happy. And when you feel like it, come back into here and now. And about the pictures and happy memories, I advise to get yourself a journal and make a happy journal. A journal where you write your happy memories. Even if you can't come up with one right that second, but go with it for a day. Create an intention. I want to remember happy memories. And start writing them down so you have a gradually collection of it. And you also create happy memories. Maybe when you go a certain place and you really feel relaxed there, or you have great time, maybe with your friends. Write it down and write it down in a way so when you read it, you can still go back there and feel it. And these are the good gifts that, that are yours, where you can come back at any time. So whenever you need it, you take your happy journal and you read the memories and you feel them. And you'll notice that you feel better. That's also the place where you can write positive affirmations, your goals and dreams, in a way that I have it, like that is happening right now, or I am. So it would be easier for you to feel them. And also working with affirmations. Again, affirmations is something that you affirm with feeling, and they're not always positive, because fear is one of the strongest affirmations, because we feel that. So we kind of affirm it, and that's, if we carry those fears within us, we're going to attract situations to that fear that would trigger it. So in order for affirmations, like let's say you looked Louise Hay's affirmations online, and there are some of them that you like, so you copy them in your book. But if you read an affirmation and something inside of you says that, well, I like it, but that's not me, it's not going to happen to me, and then, you know, ask yourself, how do I know? How do you know it's not you? How do you know it's not happening, or it will not happen to you? And then work on those proofs. Yet oftentimes memories start coming up, so you work on those and release those first, the negative proof, and then saying the affirmation, it would work much better. So, and the way you work on the memory is you just what we did right now. You remember, you feel it to the maximum level you can. Feel it, tap. As you tap, you can just tap. That's it. Feel your fingers. You can say my fingers. And I recommend doing that when you work on especially strong memories, like strongly emotionally charged, negatively charged. Or you can say I release and let go. Or as I said, you can just talk through whatever comes. Talk through it and then say I release and let go. Then peace, go to your peaceful memory. Then go back to the memory again, notice what's left, and do the same thing. Tap, peace, come back into now. And repeat it until the memory does not have any negative emotional charge, so the memory is peaceful. And sometimes for some people, the memories start changing automatically, where it becomes a more positive one, like a movie changing. So instead of there being a fight, the people are being friends, hug each other, and go have something, go do something fun. And for some people, they stop being able to see the memory, like they see those images. So I suggest instead of that, remember something positive, maybe a good memory with the same person, or just a nice picture, and then go step into the nice picture and feel the nice one, feel the good one. And so when you cannot make that old memory bother you anymore, it means you're done. So this way we work on the memories. And you can also get yourself another journal. We call it a peace journal. And there you write brief notes on everything bad that happened to you. So all those bad memories. And then you can gradually work on them. Sometimes they come up as you start working on something current, something that you're currently feeling. Memories from the past start coming up. So you can make yourself notes so you can work on them. Let's see. Yeah, so in your happy journal, these are the affirmations. And I mentioned the goals and dreams. You can also put there just little bits and pieces that are inspiring, phrases, pictures, anything that makes you feel good. So that's the happy journal. All right, let me pause for a sec. Are there any questions or comments? If something else shifted. So the comment was, I feel it a little bit more, but it's not a bad thing. Okay, so feel it a little, so was it the feeling stronger? That the negative one? Or there's, okay. So how do you feel right now? So we did one more round of tapping and then I talked for some time. It's releasing. Good. So what you do is you stay on it for as long as you can, or until it's gone, which very often comes first, the feeling is gone, you're fine. And you can work this way on something physical as well. In fact, another question I missed from the first webinar is how to work on something like pain in your throat. So one of the things I do when I work with clients, when they come with a specific problem, I try to look it up in books. So I mentioned Louise Hay. I like her book, Heal Your Body, but it's a very small and thin book. Nice thing, it has affirmations in it, but it doesn't have many details on every particular body part or an illness. And another one I use is Ina Segal's The Secret Language of Your Body. But there are more books. You can find others. These are the two that I have. So if we were to read, going back to the question about the throat, so I'm just going to use it as an example and read from here. So she says, throat, possible contributing factors, difficulty communicating, low self-esteem, self-doubt, self-sabotage, feeling shut down, misunderstood, held back, fearful, frustrated, stuck, unworthy of good things, in conflict with self and continually changing your mind, difficulty trusting, feeling depressed, sad, hopeless, uncreative, and uninspired, thinking that you lack choice. So I would read this to a client, and so often they say, oh, this is me. So we then focus on those parts that resonate. So when I read it, oftentimes they would remember particular situations. Very likely, very recently, something could have happened after which they got a sore throat in this case, or something else that they feel. So we would go to those situations and we would tap on those feelings. So as I mentioned before, cleaning up the situation. So as we would tap, I would also read it back and say, I release and let go. Those fearful feelings, the frustrated, the feeling stuck, the unworthy of good things, all those feelings, all those situations, everything that's connected to it, I release and let go. Everything that's connected to that feeling in my body, I release and let it go. Something I could say. Even without books, working on physical stuff, let's say a headache, you can notice the physical place in your body where that headache is. Notice the size, notice the color, notice how you know that you have that headache. You can also give yourself a number, and then you tap. Just tap. I release and let go. That color, that feeling, whatever comes to mind. And then peace, come back into now, focus again on what's left. Sometimes it just starts moving, shifting. Sometimes it just reduces in size. Sometimes the color changes, but you continue working until it's gone. Other times, you can remember the day or time when that pain started, especially with headaches. Oh, it started and there was that event first, the stressful meeting at work or something else. So you can go to that memory first and work on that memory, as I've explained before. Release the feelings from there. And oftentimes, when you're done working on that memory, the headache is gone. And I definitely had people with migraine headaches, which disappear in like 5-10 minutes of work. And this is amazing. To me, this is inspiring, and I want to tell everybody and share this with everybody, because guys, you don't have to keep this all in. You can let it go. And it's not that hard, because I share this instrument, and for some people, oh my God, 5 minutes later, the migraine they had for 3 days is gone. I remember having this, there was a lady at Trader Joe's that another cashier pointed to her, like, help her. She has a headache. And we went, and just 5 minutes, or I think it was like 2 rounds of tapping, And it was gone, completely gone. She was in shock. And it's not the only case, but this one I remember the brightest. Yeah, well, there was somebody after car accident where they had a migraine. Then the first thing I do is I go to that accident memory, the car accident, and we work on it, sometimes almost frame by frame. So the first thing, you're driving, okay, and then you feel that car hit the back of your car. Notice what you feel, the fear, the stress, it's sudden. And we start tapping on those words. Start tapping right away. Peace. Okay, go back. Do you feel that sudden and fear? No, like I don't feel it that much. Okay, whatever is left. And we tap, let it go. Let it go. Peace. Then go back. Okay, I don't feel it. Okay, move to the next frame of that. What happened next? Oh, like this and this happened. So we start tapping on every part of that memory. And then we get to like when the police guy came. He wasn't very nice. And how she was feeling when the police guy came. All right, start tapping on that feeling. Okay, peace. Then once that is gone, I say, look at the policeman's face. What is he feeling? If there's anything there, like anger or disrespect, or something like that, tap on that. His feelings, his emotions, however I feel it, let it go. Because really, in your mind, it's just you. There's nobody else in your head besides you. All the roles you are the one playing now. So if you feel somebody else's feelings, it's really yours. Because that somebody else is somewhere else. You feel it, that's yours. And the great thing about it is that you can change it. If it's yours, if you feel it, that's your body and your mind, and you can change things. You're in control. Okay. So the feeling that you had and that was releasing, notice how much of it you have left. Like, give me a number there in the chat. 4. Okay. Now notice 2, 4 and 2. Awesome. Notice how you know that's still there. Notice what's left. And let's tap on it again. I release and let it go. Let's do the simple way. I release and let that go. That feeling, that sensation, that color, the texture, let it go. It's safe to let it go. Now as we tap, tune into that feeling, feel it. If there is anything else that comes up, just voice it. Just noticing what's there. I release and I let it go. It is safe for me to let this go. And I choose to do it right now. Again, deep breath, squeeze your wrist. Peace. And go visit your peaceful memory. And come back into the room. And check your number, write it in the comment section. So it went from 4 down to 2. And again, even if it hasn't shifted, before you tap again, you notice how you know. And in fact, try to look at it more precisely. If it's not shifting, maybe you need to, 0. Okay, from 2 to 0. Congrats. So for those of you, when it shifts, doesn't shift or shifts too slow, try to look like precisely one frame of the movie or that feeling in your body. Look at it more detailedly. I don't know if that's the word, but that feeling Okay, so it's that area in your body. What color is it? What texture is it? Does it have a weight to it? How heavy it is? Because some people say it's heaviness, and I say, well, how many pounds or kilograms? And they would give me a number. So then we work on that. Mm-hmm. I keep shifting what I'm tapping on, though. I don't know why. That's the part that keeps shifting. Okay, so I'm not sure if I understood that correctly, but does it mean that you shift from one memory to another? Yeah, it's fine. You can just follow it, but ideally is then later come back to every single one of those memories and check if there's anything left there. So that's one of the ways. Another way is you can note yourself, like little sentence, what the memory is, like first grade with the teacher and what you felt, and then go back to those memories after you're done working with one you chose. So you do it in any way that's best for you, any way that you feel it, that's the way I want to do. So sometimes, yes, you go from one event to another event, and oftentimes it's from the childhood. And with some people, well, it actually can go even before that. It can go into past lives, but we're not getting there yet. I guess that's for a different webinar. But I can help people with that as well. I can guide into past lives and see where the root of the problem is. So that 2 that you have, notice what's left there. Notice the 2. Notice how you know it's a 2, what makes it a 2. And if you're done, if it's a 0, pick a different memory or a different issue, and let's start tapping. Whatever is left there, I let it go. It's safe to let it go. I release and I let it go. The past is over. I'm really here right now doing this tapping exercise, and it's safe to let go. Life is happening in this moment. And I say yes to life, and life says yes to me. I allow myself to enjoy life. I fully accept myself. And I know that I'm worthy of great things in life. I'm allowing myself to change. Even right now, as I'm working on my emotions, I choose to be proud of myself. I fill my mind with positive, nourishing thoughts. I love and approve of myself deeply and completely. I'm a wonderful person. And I am lovable and loved just because I exist. I'm opening up for new, wonderful experiences. My heart is filled with love and light. I allow love and joy into my life. I am safe. Life protects me and supports me in everything I do. I want to be happy, and I choose to be happy. Everything is good in my life. Everything is good and in harmony in my world. I am light and joy and love. I allow myself to feel love. And I know that love opens all the doors. I am safe. Everything does work out. It's safe to feel peace inside. Let's take deep breath. Squeeze your wrist. Blow out and say peace. And allow yourself to spend some time in your peaceful place. And something that you can do when your peaceful place has water, or you can pretend that you go to water. You can do this whenever you take shower or bath, or just sitting and relaxing. You know how cleansing the water is. So you can go to that water and allow it to wash off, release, dissolve any remaining stress, any remaining tightness, any programs that are old and you don't need them anymore. You can just take them off and let the water take them away, dissolve, so they disappear. And allow water to cleanse you on all levels. The body and the thoughts and all your energies. And then when you feel like it, come back, come out to the sun. And allow the beautiful healing rays of the sun to warm up your body, to fill you with this love, the beautiful energy. It's always shining on you. Just like the sun is always shining. No matter what we feel on the inside, it's always shining. Accept this beautiful healing energy into your body. Especially send it to those places in your body where you used to feel tightness, where you used to feel those emotions that were not so good. Heal those places. Fill those places with light and love. Let's take another deep breath. Blow it out and say peace. And then gradually come back into the room. Wiggle your fingers just so you fully come back. So any thoughts you have, share. That number that was 2. Share if that has shifted. 0. Awesome. Congrats. See, you went from, I don't know what it was before, it was number 4, but I like the last part a lot. Thank you. And notice that this is yours. You can do it at any point that you like, just by closing your eyes. Find a peaceful place. And just like tapping, you can do it pretty much anywhere. And in fact, some people find it that when they do it for some time, they actually remember how the feelings feel on their skin, and then they can do it in their mind. Just lay down when you're so tired at night, but there's still thoughts racing in your head that are not letting you fall asleep. You can tap in your mind, pretending you tap, Feel the sensation of your fingers. Remember it. And tap and I release and let go. Also, all those thoughts, the situations of this day, I release and let it go. And I allow my body to sleep peacefully, knowing that tomorrow will take care of itself. A lot of people that I shared tapping with told me that they have started sleeping. They help themselves to sleep through the night, to fall asleep better, to fall back into sleep when they wake up in the middle of the night. They can just tap and fall back asleep. The next thing they know, they wake up and it's the morning and they slept. That sounds great. Yes, thank you. Couple other things that I want to think of your questions for now, and let me know if you have any, whatever it is, ask me. But there were some things I wanted to share on. If it comes back, it comes back. If not, it's not. But we tapped a little bit affirmations, and that's something you can do. You can tap, you can create a list of affirmations that you like, and you can tap them, feeling them as much as you can. So in this case, you're not tapping something out, you're tapping something in. So then you would attract more positive things into your life. So it's another way to make affirmations work better. And so one of the things we do is we tap when we feel it. When you feel it, during the day, when something bothers you, you feel it, tap. For some people, I know moms, like, so busy and so crazy, I don't have time to tap. I'm like, when you go to the bathroom and there is nobody there but you in the bathroom, you know, you can, sitting on the toilet, tap, let it go. Just notice what you feel, notice the stress of the day, and tap and release. I'm releasing, you're releasing both ways, you know, sitting on the toilet, release and let go. And another toilet humor that Robert, the creator of FasterEFT, the method that I'm using, one of the methods that I'm using. So he likes to joke about toilet paper, that tapping works when you use it, just like the toilet paper. If you use it, it works. But if you don't, it's just sitting there and you might end up with some dirty problems. So the same way, when you use tapping, it works. And it's amazing at the results that I had, that my clients had. Sometimes, you know, there was this person who had back pain for years, major accidents there. And if you're listening to this recording, hi, and let me know how that back feels, because it's been a really long time since then. But, you know, pain for years, he said it was, I think 6 to 7 level all the time, pretty much, and not less than 3 ever. And then we worked for like 2.5 hours. Some of it he was playing ball with my son, who was little at that time, and the pain was gone. He didn't have pain. It's gone. I asked him next day and next week, he didn't have that pain. And I want to tell people, you can let go. You can really take control of your health. So I have tapped in public. Yes, absolutely. This is great. So and then those who use the tool and use it continuously, like make it part of your life. Because I mean, that toilet paper, you also have to learn how to use sometime. You have to put it into a habit. The same goes with this. And the results are really amazing with people who are persistent and use it. Yeah, so tapping in a moment is one thing. Another thing is creating a list of those memories and work on that, like giving yourself special time when you sit down and you start working on them. If it's too hard, you know, contact me. I'm here. I can work with you. We can schedule a session. Another way is getting together a group and meeting on a regular basis. When you bring whatever it is, like once a week, you bring whatever it is that bothers you, and we work on it as a group. and everybody gets results. So let me know if you're interested in that. All right, any questions? Where am I located? I'm in Connecticut, Brookfield. For those who are local, there will be soon. I think in November we might have an event with Sunflower Studios in Bethel. That's a live event, but I do work online a lot, and most of my clients currently are online. I work on Skype mostly. Some people don't want to do Skype. We do it through Facebook Hangouts. I also work over the phone. Like if you were joining right now, you didn't have video, I could tell you which points to tap if you were new to tapping, or you would just tap whatever you want, but I would guide you through the whole experience. So the way session actually usually goes is we talk for some time, especially with a new client. We might spend like up to 40 minutes. I'm just mostly listening to the person explaining the problem that they have. And oftentimes when they talk about the problem, when I'm asking, how do you know? Or what did you come with? Right? And they started telling me what they have. Oftentimes there are a lot of memories that are coming up. This event happened and that event happened, and I make myself notes, and then I guide them to work on those specific memories. We start with like all of this that they told me. We first tap on the whole thing. So I give them back all the little phrases they told me, like when they felt helpless, or they felt that anger, or the specific words somebody said, and we tap that and I read back to them. Which is great working with another person, because you know, the other person could note what you were saying, because you're not going to remember. So then I give them that back. We tap peace, and again, just like we did with you, we check what's in the body, and then I start going memory by memory. And for some people, you can work through many memories on the same session, and for other people it will be just one particular memory, and it might take more than one session, especially for serious trauma that people went through. An example would be when death of a child, that grief and that pain, but it's less and less every time. Every session is better, and it goes much faster with those people who tap themselves, who work themselves at home when they feel it, when something reminds them. Yes, PTSD and panic attacks too. So one of the things, as I said, when you're having that panic attack, you tap. You tap, you shift to the peaceful place as much as you can. If you cannot shift there, imagine a peaceful picture or something funny. So you shift yourself out of there. At the same time, you know, you were tapping, calming your body. This is when, during the panic attack, that one of the things is shifting to feeling your fingers when you tap. So that's one thing you do. Second is when you're not in the situation, but you're really at home, sitting in your comfortable space. That's why some of the people actually like working online, is that they can be in the comfort of their own home, and kind of like they can stop it at any time, because I'm not right there with them. Gives them, I guess, extra comfort. So then you can work on those panic attacks, going deeply. So when is the first time you had the panic attack? What was going on? How did that happen? And sometimes also before it goes to the panic attack, there was something else earlier, and you can actually follow the feeling and go to an earlier memory that relates to it, and then work on that. Some people do have panic attacks with stuff that they cannot remember, and they don't know how they got it, like when was that event. Then you know, what I would do is I would relax their body and guide them to the source of that. Sometimes it would go to the past life, and then we work on that. Again, that's probably better done with somebody else, with a practitioner. But taking that panic attack skill apart, that's something to do when the situation is not happening, but you're sitting in a peaceful place at home in comfort. Then go into those memories and tapping everything out. That's one thing. And another thing, after you tapped most of it out, or you don't feel that anymore, look into the future. How do you see yourself in the future in the same situation where you used to feel the panic attack? If you see yourself in the future still having the panic attack, then you got to do some more tapping and some more work, some more releasing. And the post-traumatic, you got to go to that trauma and heal that trauma. So as I said, it's could be a major event that happened, a negative one, that needs to be worked on. And again, I did say negative event, but it's a judgment that those events could have brought us gifts. So out of what we judge as a negative, when we release the emotions out of there, we can feel that there were positive things that came out of that experience. It could have been the people that influenced our life in a very good way that came into our life because of that event. Like after an accident, somebody got into hospital and met somebody important there, somebody who became important in their life. Or they have grown through that abuse that happened to them. They have grown to be stronger. They have learned something that they can feel grateful for. Or it has moved them in a different direction in life that they now they express their energy through that direction. They feel more powerful. They feel like they shine. Something positive comes from those experiences. But oftentimes we can't feel it. We can't notice even because it's so emotionally charged negatively that we don't feel anything positive. Yes, I agree, even though it is very hard. So if it's very hard, but you notice why is it hard? So you got to go back and clean up the past. Then it will be easy. And if you have feelings, even like let me find the word, resentment, I guess, or not believing that you can even let that go, I suggest working on that first. Like feeling that, not resistance, that's the word, resistance to letting go. Work on that first, on disbelief that it's possible to let go. Release that first, and then go into actual memory and work on that. Let me think. What else? All right, if any questions, just write them there or turn on your mic and share. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else I want to share. Otherwise, we'll be wrapping up. No, I think nothing comes up for me. So I'm sure there are many other things, but it's always like that. Like there are bits and pieces that I would remember, even though like I kept a part of this the same as the first one, there are still different little things that I didn't remember back then, or probably things that I said in one webinar and not said in the other one. All right, will you email when this is posted on YouTube? Sure, I can email it. If I do post it on YouTube, I'll have to look and see what the video looks like. All right, and thank you as well. I think I'm gonna stop recording for now, unless you have something to say. All right, I'll stop it for now. Stop recording.